Well, good afternoon and welcome to Ed's Orchids, and just having a look at the cymbidiums here, and I think this one, that the flowers haven't come out yet, this is getting nibbled a bit, so I put a bit of beer out there, so I'll come in tonight, and if there's anything knocking round I'll be able to find it. But you can see it with these buds here. And down here, I think they're being nibbled, but unless that's how they open, but I very much doubt it. I think they're being nibbled. Anyhow, we'll come in here tonight and see what we can catch. I think it's a bit cold this time of year to start getting slugs and snails, but you never know. This one's it's fully open now, this plant. There's just these that are open, that are a lot more colourful on these than there are on these. They look like they're just going over, but they've been like that ever since they opened. Unusual. Still haven't got a name for it, but I think it's something to do with dowiana. Wrong way up, that one, isn't it? Let's get one right way up. There we are. Very nice too. There's another spike on it there, but they've all got to come out yet. I thought they would all come out at once, and that would make a nice show. But it's first time flowering for this, so we got 2 spikes on, so I'm not grumbling about that. Little grumble about this Lady Isabel. I turned round a little bit quick and I knocked its dorsal off. That's where it should be, but it ain't got a dorsal now, so anyhow, there's no shows around, so it doesn't really matter. This one's just going over a little bit, this Corolla Ordinauer, because you can tell it's going over because these side petals here, they go very soft. But there's another bud just starting to open there. I had both buds open last year, just at the same time, and it looked very, very nice, but evidently I'm not going to get it this year. This is the Cattleya that was pushing a spike out from the bottom, sideways, and here it is now. Very little root system on it yet, but there's the new growth. But it should have been that way up really. But there's the new growth shooting out that way. So I'll have to wait and see about that before I can get some roots on. I can chop it off and make a fresh plant out of that somehow. So we'll do that one. And that is a, what is it? Yeah, that's the Mahina Yahiro Ulii. It's one of my favourite ones, but not at the moment, it's not. I see this Masdevallia bulb is refusing to open properly, and it's not dry, it's not over wet, so I don't know why that is. There's another bud here to open on this longifolium. There's a bud to open here on this Cavacii hybrid. The Richterii is still going strong, with another bud there developing. And then we've got this one that always flowers for Christmas, and this is just starting to open, and this is the Fritz Schomburg, another Cavacii hybrid. Nice plant this. Plenty of growth on it, and got plenty of growth for it to flower again next year. This is one of the new growths here, this big one. So that's going to be very nice. Fragmentpedium Fritz Schomburg. One, two, three. Now getting back to this plant, which is the Masdevallia Auburn Hero, I couldn't find anything on the web about it, and Mick from Mix Masdevallia said it's a cross between Vetriana and Masdevallia Hercules. So I went on the web and I looked up Hercules, and it's supposed to be quite difficult to grow, and this is showing Hercules traits, because these should come out and they're showing the yellow just like the Hercules do. They're a big plant, supposed to be quite difficult to grow, so I looked up Hercules on the web and I saw that Ecuador have them, because they grow in Colombia and Ecuador, and they have them on sale at $150 each. Another spike here on this Laceranus, not growing very tall at the moment, not compared to its brother. Another flower's just dropped off, but these are far too big for me. I'm going to get rid of these. I've promised one to our ex-president of the club, and I'll just show it to him. So I hope he's watching. This is a Laceranus, and it's just a one growth plant with a little bit of showing for a new growth, and this is on its way up towards the top again. But this won't get quite as big, I don't think, but he's got plenty of fragmipedium, so if he wants to swap me for one, he can have this one with pleasure. Here's a little Angraecum dideri, and it just looks like it's starting to put out a new growth there on the right. You can just see it on the first leaf on the right hand side in between. Angraecum dideri. I've had quite some time this, and it's not done much. It's grown roots, but hasn't grown much up top, but looks like it's maybe taking off now. Angraecum dideri. Now this one's making a nice plant. It's the Prince Edward of York. Now this is the growth of a large plant I had that flowered and suddenly went downhill, but it had this small growth at the side of it, and that's about a couple of years ago, but it's grown to this size now, so I'm expecting that to flower shortly. There's a new leaf coming up there, and these are absolutely gorgeous, one of my favourite flowers of all time. Paphiopedilum Prince Edward of York. Absolutely gorgeous these are. I'm very pleased with this one. Now here's a fragmipedium that some of my friends are finding very difficult to grow. It's not doing anything. And I got this as a single growth plant at Malvern, the last show it had there, off Ecuador, and it's doing very well. It's put up some lovely growths. It's a nice 3 growth plant now, I think. I don't think there's any more than that. No, 1, 2, 3, that's right. Hasn't flowered yet, but this one looks like it's the one that will flower first. It's doing very well. In this light, these leaves look yellow, but they're not. They're a very, very pale shade of green. And these are very, very dark green, of course. So I'm looking forward to that one, because the flowers on these are nice too. Fragmipedium ruby slippers. This is another frag I got as a single plant, which is the Cerulea alca, and turn it round, show you the new growth. There's the new growth it's put up since I've had it, so quite pleased with that one. I seem to do alright with fragmipediums, and at the moment I start struggling with other things for some reason, probably because I'm fiddling with them too much. I think I should lock the greenhouse up for a fortnight and not come in at all, and see what it's like till then. It's a bit tempting to do, but I don't think I'll go around and do it. And this was a division of a larger plant I had, which I let go, and it's Fragmipedium Olaf Crus. and this is growing very, very well. It's sort of spreading out all over the pot, and to look at it, it looks like it's growing along a rhizome, you know, but I'm not going to take it out of the pot and have a look at it. Anyhow, that has never flowered, and it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 growth plant, never flowered yet. So if I get plants like this, if it doesn't flower next year, it'll get split in two, and then it will flower. I've always found that with phragmipediums. You get a big plant that never flowers, get it split, and inside 6 months you'll find out it'll be flowering. I did that with the Richterii. Margaret East bought a piece off me, and hers flowered before mine. But mine, I can't stop it flowering now. Mind, I don't want to, but I'm a great believer in splitting them to make them flower. It sort of shocks them into it. And this is a Garum Weaver that flowered beautifully last year, but done nothing this year. So I think I upset this by keeping it indoors. But it'll be alright, it'll come to when the growing season starts again. Phragmipedium Garum Weaver. It's about, this is another 7 growth plant, but that hasn't flowered. Well, you can see from where it flowered on last year, there. But what I meant to say was it hasn't flowered again since. This is a division of Phragmipedium Humboldtii, which has got 2 nice growths on it. It's doing very well, and as you know, Humboldtii now is a name given to lots of other plants. You know, they can be Popowise, they can be Wallacei, they can be Warsawixianum, and they're all branded now under the name of Humboldtii. And the only thing I can find difference between the blooms on them is if it's classed Humboldtii, and it is a proper Humboldtii, then the actual flowers on them will look a little bit will look a bit sinister, and because they'll be very dark brown colour. Well, that's about all I can show you up to now. So tomorrow I've got to go in the house with the Cattleyas, and I've got to wire them all up again because they're now growing, and the leaves are sort of spreading out all over the place. So I've got to go in there and wire them all up. So I might show you what I do that tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching. Sorry it's been such a short video, this one. And but there's not much at this time of year I can show you. And I'm not one for sort of going on and rambling on for a long time. So thank you very much for watching. Hope everybody's okay. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.